You're listening to the Secure Dad Podcast. Discover ways to secure your home, protect your family, and enjoy fatherhood. Now, here's your host, Andy Murphy.
Welcome, friend, to the Secure Dad Podcast. I'm Andy Murphy, the creator of The Secure Dad. This podcast serves to help families become proactive in their safety. The information I share on this podcast is for general information purposes only. My goal is to empower you to make safer decisions for yourself and your family. Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite things to do, and that is to go hiking. We'll discuss how to be prepared for a hike, and most importantly, how to secure your time on the trail. All of that and more ahead on the Secure Dad Podcast. To go along with today's topic, I've created the Secure Dad Hiking Safety Guide. This 26-page guide is free for you to download. This is my biggest PDF guide so far. This will walk you through how to prepare for a hike with your family, how to stay safe on the trail, and what you need to have with you to have a good time. This will go far beyond what I'm going to cover on the podcast today. Even if you're an avid hiker, I bet there's going to be some stuff on here that you're going to want to consider. So grab your copy of the Secure Dad Hiking Safety Guide at thesecuredad.com/hikingsafety or follow the link in today's show notes. And I'm still looking for your feedback about the Secure Dad Podcast. If you have a few moments, taking the 7-question survey about the show would mean a lot to me. To take the survey, hit the link in today's show notes. As you can tell, this show has returned to its normal format. More than a year ago, I created a solo minicast format for the show where it was just me talking and getting straight to the point. I did this because we were all adjusting to a pandemic, working from home, and our podcasting habits completely changed. It changed for me too. Now I'm happy to go back to what the show has traditionally sounded like, and as we go, I'm going to add more and more elements back to the podcast. Don't worry, the CDC says it's okay to do this. I really enjoy hiking. Last year, my family made a New Year's resolution to go hiking more in 2021, and so far, we are doing pretty good on our goal, and I am proud of us. One thing that I have learned in hiking with my family now is that it's a whole lot different than when you were in your 20s, hitting the trail with your kids, than just hitting the trail with your friends. So today, I'm going to talk to you about how to be safe while hiking with your family. Having a great hiking adventure starts weeks before you go. You'll need to check the weather, the hours the trail is open, sunrise, sunset, what fees you can expect to pay, and most importantly, map out your route. Preparedness blazes a trail for more adventures. When mapping out your route, keep in mind the person with the lowest experience level or someone who is less agile as everybody else. Plan the hike for that person. It's important to know the trail's difficulty rating, which is something I actually go over in the hiking safety guide. National parks and most state parks have websites that give you all sorts of information like maps. Download these to your phone in advance. Don't count on having cell or data service out in the woods. You can print out your map at home if you want to, or if you're a millennial and you don't have a printer, you can grab one from the ranger's office before you head out. Once you make your route and your plan, share it with your family so that everybody is on the same page and they know what to expect. When it comes to dressing for a hike, I want you to consider something very important. Put your kids into brightly colored shirts and pants. This way, they are easier to spot if they wander off. Dayglow pink and yellow are not naturally occurring colors in nature, so they're going to stand out among the trees, and that's going to pop to anybody who may be looking for your kids. So make sure you dress them in bright colors. Once you are on the trail, we want to have a safe time. And if we're not safe, we can't really enjoy what we're doing. Before your boot hits the trail, I want you to do 2 things. First, tell somebody where you're going, what trail you're on, and when they can expect to hear back from you. This way, if you don't report back, somebody else will know where you were supposed to be and when you were supposed to be back. And that's a great reference point for somebody to start to look for you. The second thing I want you to do is I want you to take a group selfie. This will be fun because it'll be a great picture to share later, but it will also help rangers locate a missing member of your party. Don't rely on a shaky memory to explain to somebody the clothes your wife was last wearing. Show them the picture so they know exactly who to search for and what they were last wearing. I feel the biggest threat to us on a trail is not an animal, it's another human, even more so than a bear. Predatory people may feel emboldened to attack you in the seclusion of the woods because there are no bystanders around to report them. This means on the trail, you really are responsible for your own safety. It will be more difficult to get help to you simply because of the nature of your location, where you are. With this in mind, you're going to want to keep your situational awareness up just like you would if you were in town. Violence can develop in the woods just like it can at a gas station or in a parking lot. Being outdoors won't change basic human behavior. I would suggest taking a cue from the animal kingdom and avoid humans while you're out in the woods. This means not lingering at anchor points such as bathrooms, trailheads, or even swimming areas. If you'll remember, there was this horrific machete attack on the Appalachian Trail back in May of 2019 that resulted in the death of a hiker and a brutal attack of another. So there is a grisly precedent set for violence when hiking, so don't sleep on what I'm saying here. If you're looking for personal protective equipment while hiking, I would suggest pepper gel. Gel is better than spray in the fact that it won't cloud and be pushed around in the wind. This is a big deal, especially when you're outside. With a spray, you can end up having it blow back on you or a member of your family. Pepper gel will still shoot from an aerosol can, just like traditional pepper spray. Keep your gel where you can get to it quickly. Some will actually come with a holster that you can put on a belt loop, or you can attach to the strap of a bag for quick access. And if you're wondering, yes, human pepper gel also works on animals, but for larger animals like bears, you're going to want to have bear spray. In both cases, don't deploy this tool unless you have no choice, and make sure you know how to use it. So those are some things that I want you to keep in mind when you take your family for a hike this summer. There's a whole lot more in the Secure Dad Hiking Safety Guide, and I want you to go download it. I even discuss what you need to consider if you're going to carry a firearm on the trail for personal protection. I'll also talk about how much water to carry, and I'll even give you 2 must-have checklists for any outdoor adventure. So you can pick that up at thesecuredad.com/hiking-safety. That's all the time we have for the Secure Dad podcast for today. Thank you, friend, for listening. Get your free copy of the Secure Dad Hiking Safety Guide today. Find it in the link in today's show notes. If you're a Field Notes subscriber, then I sent you this guide in your email already. Go check it out in your inbox. Don't forget to follow the Secure Dad podcast wherever you're listening to this show. That way you don't miss a single episode. If you have upgraded your iPhone to 14.5 or 14.6, the podcast app looks a little different. Instead of liking or subscribing, you now follow a podcast. So, little subtle difference there. I'm Andy Murphy, and until next time, take care and enjoy the great outdoors with your family.
You've been listening to the Secure Dad Podcast. For more information on making your home safer, check out Andy's book, Home Security: The Secure Dad's Guide. Available on Amazon in paperback and Kindle formats.